The scent of jasmine hung heavy in the Beirut air, a deceptive sweetness masking the city's deeper stories. Old Elias, his face a roadmap of wrinkles etched by the sun and countless cups of strong Arabic coffee, sat on his usual stool outside a small bookshop in Gemeza. His fingers, gnarled but nimble, turned the fragile pages of a first edition of Khalil Gibran's The Prophet. A young woman, Layla, approached his stall. Her eyes were as bright and restless as the Mediterranean Sea. Clutching a digital recorder, her hurried steps spoke of a different world than Elias's quiet corner. "Excuse me, Amu," she began, her Arabic tinged with the crispness of a foreign education. "I'm working on a project about the stories hidden within this neighborhood. Do you have one to share?" Elias looked up, his gaze steady. The noise of the street faded, replaced by echoes of memories. He closed the book gently. "Hidden stories are the only kind worth telling, ya binti," he said, his voice a low rumble. "But they are like old coins. You must handle them with care, for they carry the weight of time." He gestured to a worn wooden chair beside him. Layla sat, her recorder poised. "Tell me about this street," she prompted. "What secrets does it hold?" Elias sighed, a sound like the rustling of old paper. "This street," he began, his eyes distant, "has seen more than its share of joy and sorrow. Beneath the trendy cafes and art galleries, there are layers. Generations have walked these stones, their dreams and heartbreaks imprinted on them." He paused, then his gaze settled on a faded building across the street, its facade bearing the scars of a conflict long past. "Do you see that building? The one with the patched-up wall? During the war, a family lived there. A young couple, deeply in love, expecting their first child. The husband was a musician. His Udi melodies would drift through the open windows, filling the street with a fragile beauty. The wife, a painter, her canvases vibrant with the colors of hope." Layla leaned forward, captivated. "One terrible night," Elias continued softly, "the bombs fell, the music stopped, the colors faded, the building stood, wounded, a silent testament to what was lost." He looked down at his hands. Years later, a young artist, drawn by the building's history, bought the ruined apartment. He found fragments of the wife's paintings, shards of vibrant hues amidst the dust and debris. Inspired, he began to create his own art, incorporating those fragments into his work. He called his first exhibition Echoes of Gemeza. Layla's fingers tightened around her recorder. "So the story didn't end with the tragedy?" Elias smiled, a faint melancholic curve of his lips. "No, ya binti, stories rarely truly end. They transform, they echo, they find new voices. The musician's melodies might be silent now, but the spirit of his love, the vibrant colors of the painter's hope, they live on in the art that was born from the ruins. This street," he concluded, gesturing around, "is a tapestry woven with such stories. Threads of loss and resilience, beauty and pain, all intertwined." Layla sat in silence for a moment, the sounds of the bustling street seeming to fade again. "Thank you, Amu," she said, her voice filled with newfound understanding. "Thank you for sharing this story." Elias nodded, his gaze returning to the worn pages of The Prophet. The jasmine scent still hung in the air, but now, for Layla, it carried a deeper resonance, a reminder that even in the most vibrant of cities, the most profound stories often lie beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed with a gentle hand and a listening heart.